Hey, welcome back. It's Jason Walter here. More than 200,000 new listings are missing from the U.S. housing market so far this year. And our national housing inventory is down a whopping 49% as of the end of February. Homes are also selling very quickly as well compared to last year. In addition, listing prices have grown by double digits. In today's housing market update, I'm going to provide you all the details with this brand new report that was just released a couple of days ago. And before that, please hit the like button if you appreciate real estate market updates, and also consider subscribing as well. I post videos about how this pandemic is affecting our housing market, and I love making these videos for you. So I hope you're getting a lot of value out of them. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right into the video. The number of houses for sale in the US has continued to drop. And according to Realtor.com, housing inventory fell 42.6% in January compared to 1 year ago, but it decreased by 49% in February. This equates to 496,000 fewer homes for sale compared to February of last year. Approximately 207,000 houses were newly listed for sale during the first 2 months of 2021, compared with the average of these 2 months over the last 4 years. New listings would need to increase by 25% year over year in March and April to bring the year-to-date figure back to April 2020's levels. That would be a very fast turnaround in such a short period of time, and in my opinion, it's unlikely that will happen. Also, according to Realtor.com, in February, new listings decreased on a year-over-year basis in all regions except for the West. Part of the reason why we had low housing inventory is from severe winter storms that we had across the country. So millions were left with no power amid record-breaking low temperatures. For example, the Houston Chronicle reported that 4 million customers across the state of Texas were without power on February 15th, including 1.4 million in the Houston area. Obviously, it's not the best time to list your house when there's no power and when you have record low breaking temperatures. The markets that had the largest year-over-year declines in newly listed homes for the month of February included Oklahoma City, Kansas City, and Milwaukee. Only San Jose, San Francisco, and Denver saw newly listed homes increase. Homebuyer demand remains strong as well, and homes are selling quicker than they did last year. So according to Realtor.com, the average time a home sat on the market in February was 70 days. That's 11 days less than last year. In addition, among larger metro areas in the US, homes saw the greatest decline in time spent on the market compared to last year, were Austin, Texas, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Portland, Oregon. And just for fun, I did some research about the Austin, Texas housing market because I know their market is on fire right now. I found some great housing market stats from the Austin Board of Realtors, so let me share that with you right now. Their most recent housing market stats is for January of this year compared to last year for single-family houses, condos, and townhomes. The median sales price is $365,000 there, and that's a whopping 19% increase from a year ago. Home sales have surged 23%, and the average days on the market of 33 days is about half of what it was last year. And take a look at how low their housing inventory is. Active listings are down a whopping 73%, yet pending home sales have increased 15%. So even though housing inventory is down, pendings have increased compared to last year, so it shows how hot their housing market is right now. Their housing inventory is only 0.4 months. That means at the current pace of home sales, if no new listings were to hit the market, then all their houses currently listed for sale would be sold in 0.4 months. They obviously have a strong seller's market there because in order to have a more balanced market between buyers and sellers, you have to have around 4 to 6 months of housing inventory. Going back to this report from Realtor.com, let's have a look at the growth of listing prices or asking prices for the month of February. Austin, Texas, Rochester, and Buffalo posted the highest year-over-year median list price growth in February, whereas Miami, Denver, and Orlando were the only top 50 metros to see their median list price decline year over year in February. And obviously keep in mind here, these are listing prices or asking prices, not sold prices. For example, I read an article from Black Knight, so you don't have to, but they reported that single-family homes in Los Angeles County are selling on average for about 101% of the seller's original asking price. This means that sellers on average are selling their homes for 1% over their asking price right now. The last time homes sold there for over 100% of the original asking price was about 7 years ago in 2014. In contrast, in Maricopa County in Phoenix, homes are selling for less than 100% of the asking price. However, their ratio has increased over the last 7 years. Again, going back to Realtor.com's report, when you look at each of the 4 regions in the US compared to 1 year ago, the median list price was the highest in the Northeast at just under 17%, and the lowest was in the South with just under 10%. Also, what I found very interesting is that new listings are down 25% in every region except for the West. New listings in the West are only down 8.5% compared to 1 year ago. Realtor.com also lists housing market stats for about 50 of the largest US metros. However, I'm not going to be going over this in today's video, otherwise this video would be 4 hours long. So I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for this article. And to give you a quick mortgage update, the 10-year US Treasury yield surpassed 1.5% late last week. Why is this important? Well, last July, the US Treasury yield was only 0.5%. So the yield on the US Treasury note has been skyrocketing, and this is one of the reasons why mortgage interest rates have been increasing as of late. This is obviously bad news for those looking to buy a house right now, especially if you're looking to buy a brand new home in a new development. And let me explain. This is because if you sign a contract and put a deposit down for a brand new house that hasn't been built yet, it may take 4 months or longer to be constructed. And this is why this is important. So definitely listen to this if you're looking to buy a house. Depending on the lender, you may not be able to lock in your interest rate until you're much closer to the house being completed. Therefore, if you place a deposit to buy a dirt lot, then you may not know what your interest rate is going to be when the house is ultimately constructed. Therefore, you're not going to know what your housing payment is going to be either. There's obviously pros and cons with buying a brand new house, so I made a video about that. I'll leave a link up here for you if you haven't checked that out already. If you enjoyed watching this video, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it, and also consider subscribing as well. I post videos about how this pandemic is affecting our real estate market, and I really enjoy making these videos for you. You also can follow me on Instagram. I'm Sacramento Realtor. Hope you have an awesome day, and look forward to seeing you on the next video.